This was a huge task. I never thought it would be so freaking hard. I'm not usually good with deadlines, but I put my whole freaking heart into this. Besides, it's too late now. We've gone public.
Yup.
And we're not just wading in with our toes like in a stupid kiddie pool. We're diving in. Deep. No way out.
There's usually a ladder or something. Steps.
So much brilliance in so little time. Are we really doing this?
Looks like it.
We're theater professionals now. Our post says it all, doesn't it?
Wait, is this a test?
On the Brink of Insanity Theater launches its first ever original one-act play contest as part of, ta-da, the Debasement Project, where subversion is king or queen or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's right. We decide what kind of kinky stories we want to see on stage, even if they're not everyone's cup of tea. We vote on them, we produce them, and we act in them.
We're Judge, Judy, and Executioner.
Hell yeah. I guess that when you offer a money prize for the best edgy play, this is what happens.
You get 500 scripts.
500? Yikes. A lot of people have a lot of heavy stuff on their minds.
That they want to get off their chests.
And they want the 100 quid. They want it bad.
Because bad money buys stuff.
Yeah. In the black marketplace of ideas. And we're tapping into that seedy, sludgy marketplace.
We're totally covered in sludge.
You know what it's like? It's like when they have those wedding dress clearance sales and you see hordes of brides-to-be stampeding all over each other to get the cheap dress. That's what we're doing here.
Getting the cheap dresses?
Exactly. It's a lot of responsibility.
Right. Why is that again?
Why? Because we have societal evolution in the palm of our hands. Right here, on this table. Society that begins with peace-loving, law-abiding sheep on a sheep train and gets yanked off the rails by anarchist whack jobs with fringe fantasies. Like us. I should have been a therapist. It's like I can see into the revolting souls of these wretched writers. It's like a lot to take in.
Yeah, the see-through souls of writers.
I've come a long way from playing Eliza Doolittle in school, haven't I? It was a pretty good gig, not gonna lie. And I liked the character arc. But I've always felt I needed characters with, I don't know, a little more depth, a little more
meat?
Yeah. Oh, something meatier. Something of actual substance. I want to find me a neurotic, depressed leading person with dark tendencies, who's fueled by supreme anger and a lust for the ugliest things in life. One that reflects the sociopathic norms of this generation. A play for the ages.
You're practically a pioneer.
I am a Gen Z pioneer.
What's the next generation after Z?
No freaking idea. But do you realize that we've inspired complete strangers with uniquely disturbing thoughts to find us on the internet? Wounded misfits like us with twisted and uncomfortable stories to tell. Their truth is the brilliant crap I'm after.
Oh, I can't argue with truth.
Yes, you can argue. Just because something's true doesn't make it so. If the truth is flexible, which it is. So don't trust what I'm telling you.
Yeah, good point. I won't.
I did it though, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
What'd you do again? I dropped out of school and started a rebel theater company.
In the basement of your parents' house.
Hence, Debasement Project. And then I recruited Adam and you and set out to create the perfect vehicle for us to showcase our many talents. Once we pick a winner, we can share our vision with the world, whether the world likes it or not. No one can say, oh, that's too weird or too gross.
Your parents might say that.
Like every other adult in the theater world that I've ever talked to. But even if they do, it won't matter. Our message will get out. Our sick message. And that is the beauty of it. There's beauty in the grossest things. There's beauty in disdain for the beautiful. I've definitely identified some gut-churning gems. These are two of the best plays right here. Top of the heap from the well-represented anti-religion sect, I might add. It's Sadist Savior, where there's a whip, there's a way. And the soon-to-be cult classic, I own a minivan, please kill me. If we produce it, where are we gonna get a goat?
Can we use a cat instead?
Well, maybe. I guess we'll blow up that bridge when we get to it. Oh, but how can I surrender my brain-eating amoeba and me? Or strangled by his t-shirt. Oh, 2 more contenders. My head hurts. If I didn't have this stupid cold, I could think better. Adam should be here soon. He'll help us figure it out. Then we can vote.
Hello. Anybody got Visine?
Oh, hang on. Was Dirty Syringe playing last night?
No, outrage, but I didn't go. I spent the whole night sorting scripts. It about knocked me out. I was blubbering reading this stuff.
You were crying? You? Mr. I'll break your face if you look at me again?
My eyes are practically bleeding with joy. It's like they've been stabbed with shards of perfect, vicious poetry. Seriously, do either one of you guys remember reading Give a Man a Toilet?
And he'll flush for life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was revolting. Made my top 10, for sure.
Yeah, if we do that one, I want to play the lead.
You got it. That reminds me, if we pick Jellyfish Bowel, I want to play Scree or Cloth.
Crazy good rot.
A turducken of crazy. Loved it so much.
Let's check our score sheets here and see if any of our top 3 overlap.
You too, Evan. We have to notify the winners by midnight. Evan, what's wrong? You haven't said much. What have you got?
Well, I picked my favorites too, but they're really whack. I mean, maybe too weird.
That's BS. Weird is good. Good is different. Nothing's too wicked for us.
Come on, man, spill it. Let's hear.
Well, I like this one called Roger's Chassis. It's like a love story between a man and his pickup truck. He really likes to polish it. Wax on. Wax off. Wax on. Wax off. Well, and there's another. The Bridges of Marjoram County. It's about a sweet lady who grows herbs. And she meets this shy bloke who photographs bridges. Then he puts cats on in different poses, sometimes with clothes. And she ends up growing catnip. There's a magical connection. It's very inspiring.
So, Evan, that isn't what I call edgy. There's no edge there. Absolutely none. Nada. Not by a long shot. No edge.
It's like round!
Have you not read our mission statement? We are Obit Theater. O-B-I-T. On the brink of insanity theater.
Yeah, I know. It's cool, Jess, and we get to do this. You're amazing to organize this.
Thanks.
But I'm torn. I also like this one called A Basket Full of Bagels. Oh, it's about this little old Jewish guy who goes to this bagel shop every morning for his cream cheese and lox with capers. Until his cute little wife, she's like a weevil. She passes away and then he can't bear to go back.
Sit down, Evan. Sit. Please sit. You misdirected moron.
He's a prison nincompoop!
Why?
I think I need to explain this process to you again. We are derelict theater junkies judging a fringe writing contest with the whole idea of finding never before imagined repulsive plays that we expect to garner global attention. The goal is to shock the world. We are demanding to be acknowledged by the very people who formerly rejected us. Did I hear her right? Maybe I didn't. That's probably it. With this cold and everything, I heard her wrong. My bad. She's not that bright.
Huh.
I'm sorry, Evan. Was I too harsh?
Oh, too harsh. Too harsh. I'll show you too harsh. What do you think this is, a joke?
Wait! Adam, give her a chance to explain. Tell us, Evan, what else is on your list? Pray tell.
Well, since you asked, I can't seem to get this colonial wagon train thriller called Daisy Chain out of my head. We have to use it. And if I get to direct, I'm casting you, Jess, as the Mother Lindsay role.
Whoa, boys! No, I don't.
The Mother Lindsay role has meat. She has depth. She has dimension. She loves daisies.
Oh. Wait, hold on. She loves daisies?
Well, really all kinds of flowers.
Even peonies? I love peonies. They're so strong and delicate at the same time. The samurai flower. Kind of how I see myself, actually.
Sensitive?
It can be when the situation calls for it.
What? You too, Adam, rattling on about flowers? We all know the only good flower is a dead flower. Am I hallucinating? Oh, it's the medicine. It must be.
You know, I was drawn to daisies too. But personally, I think I prefer the essence of breathing because it explores the basic elements of love at its core. How two people rally to rebuild a life after a random, tragic boating accident kills their pet doodle off the coast of Norway. Oh. It's a play for the ages.
You know, now that you mention it, that's what I'm thinking too.
You know, this is really bizarre. Extremely bizarre. Really twisted. In fact, it's practically the most disgusting thing that I've ever heard or witnessed by any combination of human beings in my life. Wait, no, it is the worst thing. It's the most horrific, sick representation of a pathetic story that I could ever imagine. And both of you condone it. Oh, I could heave. I could upchuck. If we ever produced it, our audience would hurl. A giant wave of hurl would kill everyone. We would go down in history as the worst artists of all time. Ever. In the future, even. It's the most god-awful, most vile, most cringeworthy, loathsome, filthy, inappropriate piece of garbage writing. It will shock the world.
Thank you.
Perhaps, just perhaps, we've achieved our goal.
Well, let's vote on it, shall we? After all, we're voting on the evolution of society.
It's a big responsibility.
But we have the pioneer spirit. What you said all along, Jess. I feel it now. Truth. It's flexible.
Like love, and I'm full of it.
I'm full of it too.
I should have been a therapist.
All right, let's vote on this crazy crap. The debasement project is going to rock.
That settles it. We have a winner!